May has won that vote of no confidence by a margin of 200 votes to 117. She's got the backing of her party. That was announced just moments ago by Sir Graham Brady, chairman of the Backbench 1922 committee. Philip Turle, our international affairs editor. Philip, when you and I were talking pre-programme, we didn't quite think, well, I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. Give us your reaction, give us your analysis of what we just heard.
Well, as Benedict was just saying, she's got a stare of execution, Theresa May. This is today a purely Conservative Party issue. This is trying to sort out this never-ending row in the Conservative Party between the pro-Brexit side and the anti-Brexit side, and in the middle there are the soft Brexit people who are sort of a bit in agreement with what she's negotiated so far, but not 100%. And the hard Brexit side are not in agreement with Theresa May. They say this accord is not at all what we wanted. This accord is totally unsuitable, principally because of the famous backstop. The backstop, what is it? Well, it's a mechanism that will come into effect if after a transition period beginning on the 29th of March next year and due to end at the end of 2020, during that period, if they don't manage to work out a trade deal with the European Union, then we go into what's called the backstop, which will maintain free movement of goods and services between Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom, and the Republic of Ireland, which is a member of the European Union. They say that is no good because there's no limit on how long that backstop is going to last. We need the fact that we need to know when it's going to stop, and that we have to be able to get out of that without asking the European Union to give us the authorisation. So that's the big stumbling block in this deal. So Theresa May has won this vote of confidence, but it doesn't change anything on the Brexit side. This deal that she's negotiated with the EU, one that Benedict was saying has taken 2 years to do, it's still there. It's still got to go through the House of Commons. It's still got to win approval and then come into effect on the 29th of March. It was supposed to be voted on yesterday. It wasn't, because she knows she hasn't got the numbers necessary to get through. So she's going to try again sometime between now and the 21st of January. Will she be able to overhaul this Brexit deal by negotiating with people in Brussels or not? Well, they say, no, we're not going to change anything. She says, well, we might be able to renegotiate something with the backstop, and that might suffice. But the way it's looking at the moment, that deal still doesn't have any chance at all of getting through the House of Commons. So we come back once again to square one. And I really don't know how Theresa May is going to find a way out of this. So she's been threatening all day, well, if you kick me out, it's going to prolong the process of Brexit. We don't even know if there'll be a Brexit. And worst of all, if you kick me out, the Labour Party might call a vote of no confidence in the Conservative Party, and then that will unleash general elections, and that will bring in Jeremy Corbyn. So keep me in office. And I think the deal she signed, as Benedict said, was keep me in office, let me get through the Brexit process, then I'll stand down, and then you can have a new candidate for the next elections in 2022.
Indeed. She has been described as the walking wounded, given that this has been
a dead woman walking, I think even worse.
It's even more cruel, isn't it? She's been described as the walking wounded, given what has happened. Do you think that she can, very briefly, Philip, do you think that she can actually continue to be, well, can she be more effective? Because she's actually won a vote, which is quite a change.
I am always completely flabbergasted by the ability of Theresa May to bounce back. If you think about what she's been through over the last couple of years, with all the fighting in her own party, with the hard Brexit, the soft Brexit, and the anti-Brexit people who can't agree with each other, within the Conservative Party, already attempted to try and get rid of her with a no-confidence vote, which didn't work. The one today, which did work, but they didn't manage to get rid of her. She's not a third Brexit secretary. She's still there as Prime Minister. That's not even mentioning the opposition and Jeremy Corbyn. So remarkable ability to stay put in the face of, like, a storm. I wonder how long she can carry on.
Philip Turle, thank you very much indeed. Theresa May.